Stop Looking at My Moms was definitely my first. That was the first record I made that everybody was like messing with. Like, this shit went viral. But it's funny, like, listening to the record now, because I be looking at people's moms, bro. What I really meant was, like, don't be disrespectful towards my moms. And nobody ever really did that, but you know, in the hood, you know, niggas would try to talk and try to holler. So as a kid, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna make a song about this just to let niggas know. And it was fun, it was cute, you know what I'm saying? It worked, it was dope. But it's a record I can't even relate to anymore, bro, because I be looking at a lot of people's moms. Man, Stro been broke. Stro been struggling, you know what I'm saying? Nah, Stro been living life, man. I had to really work on myself. I feel like every bit of music I released up until this point was me, like, just trying to be the best rapper. It wasn't really connecting for some reason. But once I started working on myself, because I was going through a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a very rough year in my 21st year of life. I just turned 22, September 27th, Libra gang, you know what I'm saying? We out here, but yeah, I just went through a lot and I had to really work on myself. So I feel like this body of work is special because you hear just that growth, you know what I'm saying? And just me, like, going through the process, dealing with the ups and downs and, you know, still making great music in spite of all of these obstacles. So this is definitely like my favorite body of work I've done so far. I think this is a reintroduction to the new supporters, you know what I'm saying, and my day ones, because it's just like, I've grown. Like, this don't sound like any other body of work I ever made, because I wasn't really in my bag. Like, now that I'm in my bag as a person, I know why I'm rapping, I know what it is I'm trying to do. Now the music is just automatically gonna sound and feel more aligned with, you know, who Stro is. Man, it's been rough when you're trying to maintain, you know, people's attention, especially in today's society, because we live in a real ADD society. So, you know, you got Instagram, all this, everything is just quick. Even artists, when they release music, it's back to back to back to back. Nobody really take their time no more, you know, as far as the music is concerned. But you do have a handful of artists that have those type of fan bases that'll stick with them and grow with them. And I'm blessed to be able to say I'm one of those artists. Like, I got a lot of day ones that, you know, they was just patient with me throughout the whole process. That's why I feel blessed that I could give them new music, you know what I'm saying, and be happy about it and just finally give it to the world, because they really been waiting. My first rap name was The Astronomical Kid. I changed it to Astro, now it's Stro. But before The Astronomical Kid, it was like some other shit. Like, I just went through a range of names just trying to find like what works for me. I feel like Stro is the most unique, I'd say. Like, if you Google that, my shit'll pop up. But if you Google Astro, a million different things pop up, bro. So I had to find something that just kind of separated me from, you know, every other Astro in the world. When I came up with that name, I was like 8 years old, and that's when I used to write and like really look in the dictionary a lot, because I thought being nice back then was who could use the biggest words. Like, so I'd be looking in the dictionary, and that was like one of the first big words I seen. You know, it's an A, so astronomical, and I seen it had something to do with like outer space and shit. So I was like, oh, all right. My raps had nothing to do with like outer space, but it looked good on paper. So I was like, fuck it, The Astronomical Kid. And people start calling me Astro for short, Stro for short, so I just went with Stro. I was on X Factor when I was like 15, 16. Or I might have been 14, I don't know. I was definitely like a kid though. I did that, it went well. I finished in like the top 7. I was the first hip hop artist on that type of show. So it was history, you know what I'm saying? It was fun, it was cool. It was also embarrassing because a lot of what I was doing, I wasn't aware of what was going on, you know what I'm saying? I was just there and in the moment, but I didn't really have I didn't have knowledge of self at that time. So I was just moving to move or whatever. I don't really look back at that time and dwell in it too much. Like, it's more so my supporters or people that know me from that show bringing it up. But to me, it's just like Martin Lawrence when he got, you know, his show in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? It's like what Star Search was for him. You know, X Factor was my Star Search, but now he got his own show, you know what I'm saying? Like Martin, like now we in the game officially. So, you know, it was definitely like a step in the journey that I'm glad I took it. Like, I was already pursuing music. X Factor was just kind of like a bungee jump, you know what I'm saying, or just a rise as far as like just the buzz and shit surrounding my music. But I was already like, I wanted to be an artist my whole life. Spike Lee, man, is definitely a legend. I feel like anybody from Brooklyn, you know, you have some sort of respect for Spike Lee. Just watching his films as a youngin', whether it was Do the Right Thing, School Days, Clockers, Jungle Fever, like, it was just, you know, a different perspective for me, you know what I'm saying? And then him being from Brooklyn, it just felt all the more relatable. So Spike has always been the man, though. So salute to Spike Lee. I'd say maybe my favorite acting moment was this last film I shot. It's called See You Yesterday. It's gonna come out on Netflix. And it's about, it's directed by Stefan Bristol. It's produced by Spike Lee, which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, Spike came to set one day. We were shooting for like 100 days. He only popped up low-key one day. And I think that was probably like the most crazy moment for me. Like, oh shit, like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to be a part of something that Spike Lee is, you know what I'm saying, invested in to any extent is just fire, because it's like, damn, he's seeing my face, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he believed in me enough to let me be a part of this project. So salute to Spike, Stefan Bristol, the whole Netflix fam. Like, this was dope. Like, now I could say I worked with Spike, you know what I'm saying? So that's fire. When my stuff come out, the stuff I've been acting in, people is gonna be able to see my range as an actor. So I know I'm gonna probably get some calls for, you know, more acting roles, you know what I'm saying? And it might be something super dope it might be a Spike Lee movie, but I got a tour to promote my music. So now I gotta choose, okay, which one do I wanna do right now? So that's the challenge, but we ain't get there yet. Because I don't mix the two worlds, like when I'm doing an acting role, I'm not rapping in it or doing no wild shit. And when I'm focused on the music, I'm focused on the music. I don't think either one takes away from like either one. I think it's just like, I like to think like Tupac, you know what I'm saying, or Ice Cube, like those are guys who found that balance in being able to do film and music. So yeah, it's all good. When I say this sounds like nothing else in rap right now, like I truly believe that. And I think people who hear it are gonna feel the same way. The producers I did work with was the homie Simon Says. We worked on a record called Mind Blown, which is probably one of my favorite joints. It's just a different vibe. I worked with P Soul on 2 different tracks. It was Waters and Bullshit. And the other producers, I got Cassius G. Cassius G is the homie. He actually produced Aura on my last EP. I put out an EP called Grade A Frequencies. And yeah, Treble FM, they're gonna be the future of music, guaranteed. Salute to all the producers. And the other guys, I forgot your names, but I paid y'all niggas for your beats, so you good, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got paid, but you know. Yeah, man, so right now, focus on this EP, Nice to Meet You Again. I'm gonna drop that on the 19th with Mass Appeal, salute to Mass Appeal. And then next, man, is some film stuff. I got some stuff going on in the film world you'll hear more about soon. And then the album, not the debut album, but like I got a project that I don't want to give too much info on, but you know, the EP is kind of like to walk people into that project. We could focus on October 19th right now, you know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you again. But yeah, I got a bunch of new music, film, all that.